Hi and welcome to RC Kicks. My name's Gavin. On today's show, an update on the Tamiya Falcon restoration project. As you can see, I've moved on since the last video after dismantling it, checking for damage, and then starting the cleaning process before putting it back together again. So, it's been a bit of a challenge because getting hold of top quality replacement parts is obviously difficult because there was never a re-release. So you're only ever working with what you can get off the second-hand market. Now I've managed to find some really good parts, but I'm still missing a few. So I made a list of what I've bought, what I'm trying to get hold of, what I've already received. So parts on order, currently I've got replacement stickers, some aftermarket stickers. Some of these are quite damaged. So I'll look and see what the quality is like. If I'm happy that they're very close to the originals, then I'll take them off and swap them. The body itself is in perfect condition, it's just the stickers are letting it down. Also, once I take the stickers off, I can see what the paint quality is like. Whether I'm going to strip down and respray it, I haven't decided yet. It's actually in pretty good condition, so I'm not sure. So I have to see how it goes once the stickers arrive. I've actually purchased another Falcon. Now there's some parts that I can't get hold of, and this Falcon was going really cheap, so I managed to pick it up for £45, which is what, $65 I'm guessing, and I'm hoping that I can scavenge some parts off of that, which works out to be cheaper than actually buying the parts individually. Now it's a bit of a gamble, but to pick up a Falcon for that kind of money, which looked in reasonable condition, that I'm hoping I can recoup some of the money that I've already put into this car. Metal battery stay. The battery stay in this one is a 3D printed aftermarket and it's rubbish quality. It doesn't even fit in very well, so I've actually got a metal one coming, so that's a bit of an upgrade. Rear tyres. I've purchased some new rear tyres. Hopefully they'll go on the yellow rims once I track them down. A Tamiya RS 540 sports and tuned motor. I wanted to put a slightly upgraded motor in it just to make it a little bit more lively, but I didn't want to go crazy because obviously this is an old buggy. But I like the little bit more punch you get in those motors. That's the same motor as I put in the Boomerang project. And a replacement driver so that I can paint him up to match my other one. The driver that came with it wasn't so great. There's no point trying to strip it down, so just pick up a new one. Parts that I need that I don't have: shock springs. The shock springs on this kit are rusty. Now I suppose I could take some wire wool to them and clean them up, but I'm hoping that the ones on the donor car are in better condition. I think they are, looking at the images, but it's watch this space. Worst case scenario, I can pick up some brand new ones off of eBay for like £7 or $13, $12, whatever. So I can get some, but I'm hoping I can source them from the donor car. Rear shock towers. Now the rear shock towers on here may look okay on the camera, but they've actually got damage across the top. They're not broken or anything, but when the car rolls over, they get scuffed. And as this such a visual part of the kit, you look down on it, the cover doesn't actually cover these towers, so I'd like to replace them if I can. I'm hoping the ones on the donor car are in better condition than this one, because this kit had quite a hard life, but it's watch this space. If I can find new ones, brand new ones, then I would obviously buy them, but whether they'll ever show up is anyone's guess. New yellow wheel hubs. Now it came with brand new white wheels, which I think is off of the Striker, Tamiya Striker, the strange Formula 1 looking car. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but obviously they should be yellow. So I'm hoping I can actually source some yellow hubs, and unfortunately there was a set of really good condition ones on eBay 2 or 3 days ago, and I was busy and I missed the end of the auction, and they went for like £10 or $13 or whatever, so I was really gutted to lose them. So I'll keep looking around to see if I can source some, but a lot of them get chunked up around the edges, so I don't know, but hopefully I can get some soon. I mean, it won't stop the build from being finished, but it's just I want the right wheels on the car. Tamiya 9005268D parts tree. These are the two parts that are broken on this car that I don't think you're going to be able to source them second hand, because they're the things that fail the most on pretty much every single one of these cars. So the part I'm talking about is this part here, which is the part that bolts onto the front. Now this one has already had a repair for the body top, so the body mount sits over like this and it's already been fixed, but it's cracking around these edges. Now I've glued it and I'm going to sand them down and then re-drill the holes so they're full of super glue at the moment, and it's slowly drying to like reinforce them. But ideally I'd like to replace this. The one that's on the donor car is already broken, so there's nothing I can do about that one. The other one is the one that goes underneath. Now on this car it was snapped off, so I'm hoping that the donor car has one that's not as damaged and I can use that. But they're both on the same parts tree, but the chances of them coming up on eBay brand new are and I don't want it to stop the build and just sit with the car looking like this for 5-6 months while I source them. I can easily upgrade them at a later date if I find some brand new ones, but I just want to get the car as good as I can in the time period I have. New front bumper. I love new front bumpers on these cars because it really makes them look crisp. They're at the front and you can see them. The one on this one is all scratched completely. But again, whether you're ever going to get a brand new Tamiya Falcon bumper from 1986 on eBay, I doubt it. But I'll keep an eye out for it. I'm hoping the one that's on the donor car is in slightly better condition than the one that's on this car. The one that's on this car is not broken at all, it's just got lots of damage. Lots of scratch damage. Rear drive shafts. The rear drive shafts in this car are worn. They're not broken, but they're worn. Again, hoping that the ones in the donor car haven't done as many miles, and I can just swap them over with the ones in this one. If not, I'll keep an eye out for replacements, but the car will drive with the ones that I've got. New heat shield. The heat shield on here is rusty and looks horrible. The one on the donor car looks in better condition, so I'll swap to that. But worst case scenario, if it's still not up to the standard I'm looking for, I can always buy a replacement. They're quite easy to come by. Parts I've already received. Original new rear swing arms. Now the swing arms on this car were both cracked where the suspension mounts onto the actual swing arm. Luckily, I managed to find brand new original Tamiya swing arms. So, you know, I don't know where they've been sitting around for the last God knows how many years, but I managed to source them. So they're on the car and they're brand new, so that's fantastic. I was really happy with that. Metal bearings. It had part metal bearings on the kit when I got it, but I changed the whole lot, so the gearbox is now fully metal ball raced, as well as all the usual wheels and things. Replacement gearbox. The gearbox housing on the original kit was cracked everywhere, so I sourced a replacement gearbox. This is before I decided to buy this parts car, but that's what's actually on here now, and there's no cracks, no damage to this gearbox whatsoever. Then I picked up my Ampro Engineering parts. So there's quite a few parts that I bought from Ampro Engineering. The front, upper and lower suspension arms for the front. Also Ampro Engineering front shock towers. That's the parts that are upright that break on all Tamiya Falcons. I bought the top and bottom braces and also the front uprights, the small uprights between the two. Now, this is the Ampro Engineering ones. These are the modified reprints, but I also managed to find, like hen's teeth, brand new replacements still on the tree, uprights. So I was trying to decide what I was going to do, whether I was going to go with the Ampro ones or go original. The Ampro ones are much stronger, and they have designed out the problem of them snapping. I mean, it would take a lot to snap one of these. They're much stronger the way that they've been designed, so they're fantastic quality. Whereas the originals, obviously we know that they suffer fatigue across the tops. but they are original and they're the right finish, whereas the Amper Engineering ones are a different material, so they don't look exactly the same. Now I could sand them and spray them to try and make them look the same, but I wasn't sure for a while. But I think what I'm going to do is run the Amper Engineerings and just keep the originals, so if I ever decide to sell the car, I have brand spanking new originals that I can put on the car or sell or give to the new owner. So that's what I'm going to do. And that one, there's a couple of hop-ups that I've picked up, only tiny little things. I picked up a 54550 lower friction screw set and a Tamiya hop-up 54154 F103 carbon reinforced front uprights, which is where the wheel's attached to, so for the steering. Hopefully they'll make the steering a little bit more smoother, but they're only tiny little upgrades, so whether they make any difference or not, I'll let you know. So that's kind of where we are right now with the Tamiya Falcon. I'm itching to get it running again. So as soon as these other parts come in, I should be able to finish off the build, and then what I do on the top, whether I just change the stickers or whether I do a respray on the top and a strip down, I don't know, so I'll keep you posted. Anyway, thanks for checking in, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching, subscribe and smash that like button as it helps this little channel. Thanks again.